will see you tomorrow night. Pass is caught. Diggs, sideline, touchdown. Keeps on the try. Deep left field. No doubt about it. It is caught by Tyree. Here comes Escobar. 1-0 Kansas City. Didn't have the angle. Touchdown. It is gone. It is Seattle going to the Super Bowl.
Ladies and gentlemen, your eyes are not deceiving you. This is the return of Field and Diamond Talks. As you can see, we got a wheel in front of us. I am Caleb, of course. I guess I should have said that first. I'm Caleb, returning after a long hiatus and break. This is a wheel in front of us with a bunch of names on it. Care to explain?
It is. Sure is a big wheel in front of us with a lot of names. So what this wheel is, this wheel will be determining our draft order for our fantasy baseball draft. One thing that I've kind of done as a little tradition for the last, I'd say about 2-3 years. However, we've been doing a fantasy baseball league since I've been in high school, I think. Right, Caleb?
Yeah.
So,
I've been in it a few years. There's been some trades for sure that we don't talk about.
yeah, definitely some highlighting moments from these leagues in the past. I've won some. Caleb has won a couple, and we both are in search for a championship again this year. We unfortunately did not win last year. It went to Chris Wydell, who's a long-standing member, also in our league. He's been in it for a while as well. This is his first championship, so he's going to be definitely on the hunt to repeat. But we will see what happens. So how this will work, as you can see, there's 10 teams of all the people in the league itself. I will spin whichever name it lands on. That person will have the first pick, and then I will spin again. That person will have the second pick, and so on. It goes all the way down through 10. And our draft is a snake draft. So, for example, if you don't know what a snake draft is, if you picked 10th, yes, you have the 10th pick overall in the draft, but then it repeats your pick again. So you just consistently keep going all the way up, all the way down, and repeating through the end of the draft. And we will also be recording the fantasy draft next Sunday, so that is March 16th. So full week from now, because it is currently March 9th. So we will get right into this if you're ready to go, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. Let's see who number one pick is this year, and I kind of hope to God it's not me because I suck at picking first.
You think I want to do it?
All right, here we go. So, number one pick will be Clifton. Okay, yep. So Clifton's actually I played in a couple leagues with him in the past. I used to work with him. He's a coworker of both my father and I, and a current coworker of my mother. So he will be receiving the number one pick this year. So he hasn't been in a league with me actually in I think about 2-3 years. So glad to welcome Clifton back. So Clifton will be the number one pick, and I'm gonna write these down so I don't forget this off the top of my head. And I'm sure that Caleb will have a little reminder of who has all the picks in order here. So Clifton number one. Okay. All right. Now we will move on to the second pick. Here we go. It's gonna be Aaron. Okay. So Aaron, or Aaron, is what I like to call him because my fiance, who's also in this league, is also named Aaron, but it's Erin. So Aaron has been a long time friend of my father and I, and he's been in pretty much our leagues ever since we've been doing this. So he's a long time member. So Aaron, you'll have the number two pick. Okay. We'll move on. Number three. which will be other Aaron, my fiance.
The odds of that gotta be slim to none.
Yeah, definitely have to be slimmed out there. So my fiance Erin, she took a year off, and I was actually a little disappointed because she won the year before, and she didn't want to come back. But I convinced her to get back in. She really is. She really wants to beat up on my dad and I apparently in this league. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, moving on to pick number 4. This is kind of where the money spot is in the draft. You usually want to be right in the middle, in my opinion. Which, it's gonna be Matt. Now, Matt, if for those of you that are new watching, or for those of you that are returning to watch, even you all should know that Matt is also a member of our podcast group. He unfortunately could not make it to this intro recording, but that's all right. Matt has also been a longtime member. He's been with me in every single league I've pretty much ever done outside of the public ones. So glad to have Matt also returning again. He has never won. That is, he's come close, but he has never won a league. So that's definitely got to be his priority list this year. Is he going to get it done this year, you think, Caleb?
I mean, it's possible. I didn't think I would get it done in 22, but I mean,
Yeah, it's been a couple of years for me as well. But I mean, I definitely feel for Matt, and if Matt wins this year, I mean, I wouldn't be too disappointed. I'd be happy for him, to be honest with you. All right, so pick number 5, coming down to about the halfway point. Here we go. It's gonna be Dalton. Okay. So Dalton is a new member of the league. He is actually a graduate from the school that I currently teach at. He graduated a couple years ago, and he plays college baseball himself. And I figured he's a baseball fan, so I figured if he'd be interested in joining. And when I messaged him, he said, "Heck yeah!" So I'm glad that we have him aboard on this trip here. So this will be Dalton's first year. Hopefully he sticks around. I usually don't like to find new members every year, but sometimes that's just how it is. But all right, Dalton number 5. Who's number 6 gonna be? It goes to Caleb.
oh sweet! Finally, I'm off the board.
Yep. So I can also I've described everybody so far to this point, but so I'll bring Caleb into this. So Caleb, he's obviously a member of this podcast. He's here with us right now. He does all the recording and does all the editing. Great overall guy. I'm glad he's a part of this league. I asked him to be a part of it a couple years ago, as I stated in the past, and he's enjoyed it ever since. He's won a league. He has fun with it every single year, I think. So we definitely glad to have Caleb every single year. Usually when I ask him to join the league, he usually sends me some type of funny clip of a video, and most of the time it's a few choice words with yes. So glad to have him here. All right, coming down to the brass tacks. Who's going to be the last few picks here? So number 7 goes to Dad. Oh man, so I have a late pick this year. This is a first. So, all right, my dad, the whole reason why I really got started into fantasy baseball, to tell a little quick story about my dad, he's been doing this for a long, long time, since the early 2000s, I believe. And then whenever I first started kind of getting into the baseball, which was about 2012, 2013, he actually took me downstairs for one of his fantasy drafts. I helped him pick. And then he's like, you know what? We're going to sign you up for a team next year. And then that actually was one of my first ever leagues I won. And then ever since that, it's kind of been history for fantasy baseball. And I've happily grown and started to host my own leagues now, because he used to be the commissioner and he used to get everybody together. But now it's on me usually. And it's it's a family tradition. So thanks to Dad for getting me into this. All right. Coming down to the last 3 people, myself included. Who's it going to be? Looks like it's Maddox. Okay, so I'm going to this So Maddox has also been kind of I wouldn't necessarily call him a longtime member. I've kind of gotten him involved within the last couple of years. His dad's been in it longer than he has. That's Chris, and happy to always welcome him back into the league as well. So, all right. Coming down to the last two picks. So this will decide whether I get pick number 9 or 10. So here we go.
And it is.
I'm getting the last pick this year. Wow. All right.
At least in the positive light, you do get back-to-back picks.
Yep, that is true. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting fact. Well, actually, matter of fact, I'll talk about Chris a little bit. So yeah, Chris, like I stated earlier, he's been a part of this league for a while. He's actually the reigning champ from last year. He actually messaged me at the end of him winning last year. He's like, man, the glory of auto draft, because he usually doesn't. He's usually going on a vacation every single time that we do a draft for whatever reason. He's done that for the last couple of years, but it obviously did him some good luck last year, auto drafting his team. But yeah, Chris is like I said, longtime member. He's been in it for a while, and I'm glad to have him in. And then obviously me, of course, I'm the last person, so I got the last pick in the draft. I've actually never, this is the interesting fact, I've never had the last pick in any of my fantasy drafts. So this will be kind of a new strategy for what I'm going to have to do. But I don't know about you, Caleb. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting for sure. I mean, I'm glad that we got this all picked out. Now it's just a matter of getting some draft practice in, and hopefully, I'm hoping maybe everybody's sleeping and I get number 7 on my team at number 6.
Yeah. Yep, getting old Bobby Witt. You never know. But yeah, now that we have our position, this is also part of the reason why I definitely do the draft order and wheel of names and everything, because it helps out for whenever you want to mock draft. Because usually on Yahoo Fantasy, you can go in and then you can actually pick your position where you want to draft at, and you can pick the number of people in the league, and that helps you get good practice. Obviously, it's not going to be like exactly what the draft day is, but it gives you some practice at, like, for me, example, at number 10. I know I've never actually been in spot number 10 before. Oh, here we go. I've got a live reaction text from my dad. I can't say that. Never mind. let's just say he was kind of shocked at where he ended up, but he last year was better than the response I got. It was it was Wata and something that rhymes with ruck, but we'll leave it at that. Because he was one of the last picks in the draft, but yeah, now he's number 7 this year, so he's kind of in like the middle of the road area, like kind of towards the end as well. But yeah. So, do you have anything else that you want to kind of like say on this one, Caleb, or you want to kind of wrap it up?
I think we can wrap it up here, and we'll just come back at draft time. That's
yeah, for
3
sure.
o'clock, next week, right?
Yep, 3 o'clock next week. So this will hopefully kind of be like edited into the draft portion beforehand. So we'll hopefully flash forward to next week, and then you'll be on the same video, but we'll be in draft time. So
absolutely,
we will see you folks then.
Yeah, see you then.
How are we feeling today, Matt?
I don't know. Every year's different. I didn't have the greatest draft last year. I don't think I picked very well last year either. But I've got a good position today. Got my eyes on a few fellas. So we're going to hope that today is a great draft for a good year of fantasy baseball.
Definitely. Caleb and I were actually chatting whenever we were doing the wheel spin and deciding the draft order and everything, and we both kind of agreed that you're the only one out of the leaders in this podcast that actually has not won a league yet. I've won one once, or well, actually a couple times, and then Caleb has won one. And then, but you've kind of been in the mix. You've been out of the mix of winning one. So we both kind of agreed that if you did win this year, it would not be disappointment. We kind of hope that that's what you get this year. hopefully after almost 10 years of playing, you finally get your first ring. So we will see what happens. I do believe that our other host Caleb has joined back. He's unmuted off of the voice chat that we're in. So Caleb, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself again?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Caleb back again. We got 45 seconds till this draft starts. It's going to determine my mood for about the next. How long do we do this? Like 25 weeks?
Yeah, about 24, 25 weeks. Yep, depending. And we're drafting right before the Tokyo series. So not sure when this video will come out, but today it's March 16th at about 3:00. So we are getting ready to start. Any guys that we're exactly targeting in this draft? I know Caleb, you said you're really wanting Bobby Witt, but down here at number 6 might be tough for you to get. So who else might you be looking for?
Just kind of, I mean, my biggest plan for this is whoever's the best coming into this, whoever falls to me, the top guy, that's who I'm going to go for.
For sure. All right, and the draft is underway. 30 seconds per pick, so this is going to be quick. Yep, there goes Otani.
There it is.
All right, let's see who's next. Okay.
Oh, there's Bobby.
All right. Number 3, okay, Aaron is picking. She picked Jose Ramirez. Okay, so Matt, who's that leave you with?
Yeah. I'm taking Judge.
There goes Aaron Judge. Okay, now I'm going to see who's available for me to do. Dalton looks like he's auto-drafting, so it's all right. Allie De La Cruz, yep, okay. Caleb, here we are.
I gotta take him. I mean, I see Soto and I see Tucker, but, you know, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a gamble. Maybe a new face in a new place. Hopefully he can earn that contract.
Okay, Juan Soto. And then Dad is up now. Let's see who Dad ends up taking.
If I had to take a guess, I'd say Kyle Tucker.
Yep, Kyle Tucker. Okay. All right, my pick's almost up. We've got Maddox and Chris here on the side with 2 inappropriate names. We may have to blur those out. So we will see who is up next for me to take. And remember, guys, I get back-to-back picks. Okay, so there went Mookie Betts. So I'm going to go with Vlad Guerrero. And then I'm also going to go with Tariq Skubal.
Interesting.
Yep. Hitter and a pitcher. That's usually my strategy. I like to get a really good hitter first and a really good pitcher. That's usually who I end up going with. So as I stated, that's the snake draft. So since I picked back to back, it's going to go all the way back again, and I have to wait 17 picks until it's my turn again. Now we will see what all else happens. Okay. All right, Dad. Who are we gonna pick now? Francisco Lindor. Okay. And then Caleb, you're up.
Oh, I'm up now? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I was going to go with another position player, but I think it's time to do some wheeling and dealing.
Zach Wheeler. Okay. Leaving Paul Skeens up there. So Paul Skeens was a little bit of a gamble from what people are saying because of the cover curse, so people are a little scared to pick him. Oh, Matt, you're back up again. Let's see who we go with.
Not too scared. I'm going to take the risk.
All right, Paul Skeens, there he goes. All right, and then Erin right behind me. She's up now. Let's see who she's going to go with.
Don't take one of her guys. She'll be screaming at you from downstairs.
No, she's right by me.
Oh,
yeah, she's in the same exact room as me.
Don't worry, if she starts screaming at him, we're definitely going to hear it.
Cole Reagans, okay.
That's quite the pick. He was
Definitely
one of my targets, but I wasn't going to be too mad if I didn't get him, especially because I was really happy to get Wheels.
Bryce Harper, okay. There went Harper. So
I wish it showed on mine, like the. Oh, there we go.
Freddie Freeman, there he went. Okay, I'm looking at some other guys. I'm kind of interested to see who I might get here. There's a couple guys I'm eyeing right now that I really hope I get, but we shall see what happens. Mm-hmm. All right, who's Clifton gonna go with? Who's he gonna go with?
Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber. Okay, that's a little bit of a
Ooh, that's
a little bit of a
intriguing.
surprise.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Logan Gilbert. Nope, Aaron's back up again. Ooh, Trey Turner. Okay.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Devers. Okay. All right, Matt. I like that pick. There's some guys I'm eyeing here, and I don't really know.
Yeah, I'm in need of a third baseman and a first baseman, and I think I'm thinking third base here, and I'll be dead in the cold ground before I ever think about Jazz. So Austin Riley, welcome to the team.
Oh
What's
man,
the
you don't like jazz?
yeah? What's the hate for Jazz there? Come on now.
Oh, we all know why. We all know why. Is that a question?
Yeah, man, that's funny. Oh man, there's a lot of interesting picks here. I don't really know who I want. Okay, Dad went Matt Olson.
I was thinking about getting him, but I was like, I went by average.
Well, I'm gonna have back to back picks again, so I got the interesting choice. Do I want to get him? Huh.
I think you want jazz, right?
No, I don't. I really don't. Um. Shoot. There's a lot of loaded outfielders, so I think I'm gonna go with my second and third baseman here, and I'm gonna go with these two guys, Ketel Marte and Manny Machado. So
Okay.
Out of all people to pick Machado, I honestly didn't think you would.
yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he produces every year. I'll take it. He's usually a consistent 260 hitter. He's usually always putting up close to 30 home runs, close to 100 RBIs every year. So I'll take that.
Ooh, there goes jazz.
There goes Jazz.
Oh,
Yep.
unfortunate. Oh, my turn.
Dad.
Okay. I think I'm going to round out my my other starter. I'm going to go with Chris Sale.
Chris Sale. Okay, pitchers are starting to kind of fly off the board here a little bit, so I may have to hop on the pitching train and try to get one of those guys. I don't really know though, because there's still some interesting picks that I really want at the hitter
I'm in
position.
the agreement. It's kind of a difficult decision when you come to it. It's like, it's always like you're thinking, like, is this guy going to be around the next time I pick, or is he going to be gone?
Yeah, that's the tough part of fantasy is you don't really know who's going to be around whenever you're picking. Okay, so Matt, you went with Garrett Crochet. Okay, so Garrett Crochet's a new acquisition in Boston. So how do you feel about him pitching there?
Feel like he can do good. I mean, going from because it was White Sox before, and now the Red Sox. Yeah, I think he's just going to have a lot better time on a team that's not completely trash and at the bottom every year. So I've got a good feeling that he'll have a good year. That is true.
Well, there went one of my picks. I really wanted William Contreras for my catcher. But
Okay, that's not who I thought you were talking about. I saw Brent Rooker at the bottom of mine. I was like, you talking to Rooker?
No. Nope. I was talking about Mr. Contreras there. There's still some decent catchers available, so I may wait a little bit. But William is obviously the better catcher in the draft to draft this year. All right, Matt, who are you going to go with? Ooh, Clase. Okay, taking the first reliever off the board. All right, so
gotta get a good one early.
Yep, definitely. Okay.
I can second that for sure.
Oh, Dad took a reliever as well, so, oh man, relievers are starting to kind of fly off the board too. I might have to go back-to-back pitcher here. I don't know, maybe a starter and a reliever. I don't really know who I want to go with though.
I really need to start getting some hitters. I got a lot of pitchers, but not much else.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So I'm up next.
Ooh. It's still kind of stacked at catcher. It's not too bad.
Yeah, catches are still there. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so he went Blake Snell. So I'm gonna go Dylan Cease, and then I'm gonna go get a reliever, and I'm gonna draft Devin Williams.
Ooh, very bold. Especially because wasn't he skipping out on workouts?
He was, yes, but I still have confidence that he's gonna be a good pitcher this year. I mean, you don't get signed by the Yankees, just suck a lot of the time, especially at the pitcher position, because I mean, you know that you're in a hitter friendly ballpark, so we're gonna see what happens though.
I mean, I could do this.
I'm a little surprised about a certain someone that's still available, but even though
And I
he
think I know who you're talking about.
I think I know who you're
and
talking
there,
about.
and
Oh,
there,
there it
went.
is.
There he
Yeah.
went. Yep. Ronald Acuna. Yeah. So he went a little late. I know that he's been kind of up and down for as far. Oh man, there went Adley. Man, I might have to hop on the catcher train if we're picking catchers like that early. But definitely interested to see how he does this year, Mr. Acuna. So. Oh, there's
sure.
CJ Abrams. Okay, good pick there, Matt. I like that pick.
You know, I was
Jacob
contemplating
DeGrom,
taking
man.
Mr. Acuna until I read that he's probably not going to be back until June. So he'd be somebody you'd have to hold back for some time.
I feel like
Aaron
even
again,
if
is
we
that-
gotta wait for him, I feel like maybe he'll definitely contribute. You know, just gotta find somebody decent to kind of hold the line.
Ooh, my turn again.
You know, I hate picking 10th. I hope you guys know that. I hate picking 10th.
Oh, it's my turn?
Cody Bellinger. Okay.
I need to get on the catcher train.
Yeah, I need to get on the catcher train as well. If this, my goodness, you guys are flying to go pick him right now. So I may have to pick this guy here.
I still need a shortstop bad, and that's usually... Oh, okay. There's actually... It's not as bad as I thought it was. It's not as dim.
Ooh, I've got two good guys on my end. All right. I'm going to go with this guy here. And then since I picked back to back, I'm going to pick Yiner for my catcher. So I'm liking my starting rotation right now with Scooball, Cease, and Nola. So I'll take that.
Oh, Jesus. My turn's coming up again.
Yeah, this draft flies by. It's quick. Like I said, I mean, we started this not even 12 minutes ago, and we're already almost halfway. So
Also, good lord. Oh, I think I've got to. I think I gotta get this guy.
am I in my next relievers here? Because I think that's where I'm gonna go. As reliever next. Dad took Will Smith. He hopped on the catcher train. Man, all these catches are flying off the board. It seemed like after Contreras happened, I was like, wow, I might have a chance at Adley. Then Adley gets picked, and then Salvi got picked. So we all had to kind of hop in there. Let's see. So Raisel Iglesias, Caleb, good pick there. I was eyeing him a little bit.
God, I need a first baseman.
They still got Wilson listed as catcher, so there's my catcher.
Aaron, you might want to hop on the catcher train. I don't know if it's gonna be. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm eyeing some guys that I really want.
Jesus.
Honestly, the starting pitching is kind of loaded right now.
Indeed,
There's a decent bit that's still left. Man, I'm kind of looking at the shortstops. I'm kind of getting worried here. There's a couple guys that are still available that I wouldn't mind having, but I don't know if I want to go back-to-back hitters here, if I want to go for a reliever and then a hitter, because I want to make sure that I have two pretty good relievers, and I've got one guy that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I got a couple guys that I'm looking at. It's just a question on whether or not I want to take a gamble on one guy.
Ooh, Marcus Semien, okay. Went and got
I
the
think I'm going to
second baseman here. Christian Walker, there's your first baseman, Caleb.
Yeah, I was between him and another guy, but I decided to go with him. I really need to get some pitching again. Wow, Jesus.
And Glasnow's available.
Well, there goes the guy I wanted to queue.
Oh, Max Fried. That was the guy I was looking at too.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not, it's not the end of the world. There's still plenty of guys out there. I see Strider is still out there. I'm afraid to take him again after what happened to me last time.
That was kind of unfortunate. All right,
Unfortunate. Oh my god.
I went reliever here, and now, oh man, what do I want now?
Okay.
Decisions.
We got 10 seconds to make that decision.
I think I'm gonna go with Santander. There.
I still can't believe. Well, I mean, I can believe that he turned down the Royals offer, but
You just did.
I'm sorry, Aaron. I took her pick with Santander.
ooh, I think I got to get this guy if I can get him. I hope I can get him. No.
I'm gonna keep shortstop open a little bit because I've got a couple guys I'm eyeing.
Oh, please, Lord. Oh, he's still there. Okay, cool. Come home.
I'm home.
I need to pop open this dew.
Oh. I should probably fill my next relief slot.
I've got two pretty good relievers, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I definitely will probably look for one more, but that's going to be later in the draft. Unless this guy's still available, unless Matt takes him, of course. Oh, David Bednar. I'm a little surprised by that one, Matt. I'm a little surprised with Johan Duran being available.
I like to surprise you every now and again.
That's all right. You never know. Maybe that pick wins you the championship this year. Who knows? David Bednar. Somebody give me a David Bednar edit in this podcast, please. Actually, you know what, Caleb? That's where you throw in the clip of David Bednar where he gave up the walk-off hit to Morel at the game I was at. So.
Oh, there we go.
Don't do that. Don't shatter my hopes of David Bednar this season with that.
Oh, goodness, man.
Oh, good. He's still there.
Oh,
Another
Aaron
pitcher.
took Durant. Ooh, Zach Gallen. Nice.
There goes two of the guys that I had queued up back to back. Man. That's fine, though. I've got a couple other guys that I'm eyeing down.
I've got a couple guys that I'm surprised that are still here, too. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. I've got there's actually two guys I'm looking at that are really intriguing.
Thinking I need to go and fill up my second base slot. I think I'm going to go for it, yeah. A little bit of a bold pick, but
man, do I take him or no? I don't think I want to do that.
Roki Sasaki.
No, not Roki.
That's what I was thinking when you're like, do I want to take him?
No, it's honestly, I'll tell you, because I don't think I'm gonna take him. It's freaking Mike Trout. You know, back in the day, it would have just been an instant yes, I'm taking him. But now it's just
It's one of those sad things. It's like you're not really sure what he's gonna be, if he's gonna be all right, or if it's gonna
exactly.
be place.
Exactly.
So I can see why you're Excuse me. I can
How
see why
about
you're.
this guy? He could be.
Actually.
Um,
Oh God.
I'm gonna go. Mm, yeah, I'm gonna go with him. That's a bit of a reach, but I decided to fill the rest of my outfield out. So
I mean, you never know. To be fair, he could be traded to a contender soon.
that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Where do I want to go here? Where do we go now?
I've already got almost all my hitters filled, so I'm pretty happy about that.
All right, that fills out all my hitters except for utility, so I'm just going to focus really on.
Stephen Kwan.
However, the guy that had high average, I figured it was a good call. And I'm actually probably going to need another outfielder if what I heard is true about Acuna.
Oh, Matt took Trout. Bo Bichette.
I did.
Good pick, Aaron. Good pick, Aaron. I thought about Bichette.
I was thinking about him too, but then Adames fell into my lap, so I was like, okay, got no choice but to. Well, I mean, I had a choice, but that's besides the point.
I'm looking for a guy with some speed for my shortstop, and Xavier Edwards would be decent. Nico Horner, maybe.
Oh, Tanner Scott got drafted. No wonder he wasn't in my thing anymore. I was gonna get him earlier, but I think I went with Iglesias.
Randy Rosarena. Nice.
All right, I think it's time I round out the outfield.
Dylan Cruz. I was kind of eyeing him out a little bit too.
I'm just saying, don't sleep on my boy, number 67.
Seth Lugo. I actually just queued him up. There's still some pitchers there though that I don't know.
I think I'm eyeing down.
There's a lot of like uncertain guys because like
I can think of the guys that you're talking about too.
McClanahan, Hunter Green. I don't really know about him. They're George Kirby just got picked. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I round out my relievers. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna round out my relievers with a third closer, and then.
You took my guy. That's fine.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
You better figure it out with 6 seconds.
I'm gonna go with McClanahan. And I hope he has a decent year. That's all I gotta say.
McClanahan had a really good year in 22, didn't he?
Yes, very good. He was Cy Young candidate.
I remember that. You can guess why I remember that.
He was out. He was out quite a bit for. Well, actually, yeah, he didn't play at all last year. So.
There went Spencer Strider and Hunter Green.
Yeah, so a little bit of a reach maybe on McClanahan, but it's all right.
We're not waiting on me, are we? Okay.
No, it's my
I
dad.
didn't think so. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab another reliever.
Tell you what, I gotta get a little bit more speed because all I've got for stealing bases is Mr. Luis Robert.
There you go. I don't know what I have for speed. Probably nothing.
We're gonna take a chance on this feller.
Interesting.
Sandy Alcantara. Okay.
I respect it.
All right. 10 more picks till my turn.
What's going on with Otani? If he's going to pitch, or what's going on?
Yeah, I think he's supposed to pitch this year. I just don't know when.
Yeah, so that makes him like I wouldn't really trust it kind of pick.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not really sure about him.
Jesus, all I see is starters. Okay. Well, I actually got one. Do I really want to take the chance on that?
I'm eyeing two guys. I'm eyeing two guys for my utility right now. Really eyeing two guys. There went one of them. Thanks, Matt.
Oh, hey, you're welcome.
That's all right. The other guy's still available. Reese Hoskins.
Jesus.
That's a little early for Reese, in my opinion.
Am I taking a gamble? I think I am.
Carlos Estevez. Honestly, he's not a terrible pitcher in my eyes.
I think he'll do all right with Kansas City. Honestly, I mean, I was really excited.
I think so too.
I think that's what we needed. We needed a solid closer. I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought Ursek did really good, especially after coming over from the Athletics. Almost called him Oakland.
My dad.
Oakland no more.
My dad got Jason Dominguez. Interesting. Well, hopefully this guy doesn't get picked because I really want him for his speed. And he's not going to get picked, so there's my speed right there.
That's not who I was thinking.
And then... might be a little bit of a bold pick, but I don't want my dad to have him, so I'm going to take him.
That was hilarious. Might be a bold pick. I don't want my dad to have him. Oh, Jesus. That was my turn already. I was about to say, what?
Now time to absolutely load up on starting pitchers.
Definitely got to get that innings.
Yeah, I'm worried about the
requirement or suffer.
Yeah, I was gonna say worried about the innings requirement.
Do I want to even chance it with him or?
Break, is your dad fly the W?
Yes.
He took Ohtani pitcher. I guess that means he's thinking Ohtani's going to pitch this year.
I mean, he's projected to have it. What I saw was like 9 wins. So
I've got some beef with Dalton now.
I was thinking about getting him, but I wasn't like 100%. I think I know who I've got queued up in it. Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Carlos Rodon, Aaron. Okay.
I was looking at him too, but I wasn't 100%. I knew that he.
Yeah, I'm looking at these pictures, and we're starting to kind of get down to the nitty gritty with these guys, but. Oh, Caleb's favorite, Nick Lodolo.
Oh, that guy. Did he get picked?
No, I was queuing people up, and I saw him.
He was awful.
What do you mean? Come on now.
I mean, I dealt with them all of, what was that, last year or the year before? And all he did was get shelled.
All he did was get shelled. That's actually kind of funny. Feels bad for you, but actually is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't get me wrong; it was funny. It was my fault for picking 2 Reds pitchers. I don't know what I expected.
Yeah, that's what you get for picking a Reds pitcher.
Not just 1, but 2. Because Hunter Green got bombed too. It was always a mess. Oh Jesus! Thank God he's still there.
I don't. Oh, I was looking at him, Caleb. I was like, I don't know why he's still here, but.
Well, the other guy that I want probably isn't going to be there, I don't think. Unless. Oh, Kyle Finnegan. I was thinking about him, but I was like. It's the Nationals. So
I'm kind of torn between a few of these guys. Ooh, this guy could be a good little. He could be a good little person. I'll take him. Why not?
ooh, yeah. Speaking of Nationals,
And then see about getting my next pitcher here. This guy was really low on wins last year, but he had a really good ERA. I'm gonna take him.
there you go.
Yeah, Ronaldo Lopez. All right, I filled out all the rest of my hitters, so now it's just pitcher time. So, making the announcement now, guys. It's just pitcher time.
Pretty much. I got one guy left, and then it's game on. Oh, Kirby Yates! Wow.
Kirby Yates.
I guess him and Tanner Scott are going to be trying to kill each other for saves.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, thing about the Dodgers and all that deferred money is they've got lots of people that they can just throw out there and hope that they do good.
That's my thing. Is like I wonder like how many chances for saves are they going to have?
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh wow, I actually got my guy. There we go.
Tommy Edman, nice. I was looking at him and then I was like, you know what? I saw Luis Garcia and I was like, I think I'm gonna roll with him just because he's a good mix of everything. He has a little bit of pop, has a little bit of power, has a little bit of speed, and pretty good average. So
There you go.
Kevin Gossman.
Solid.
We'll have to review everybody's teams because I'm sure I'm missing some picks here. All right. Wow, two interesting picks there by Clifton. Miles Mikolas and Brendan Donovan.
Wow.
I don't know about those ones there.
Yeah, that's yeesh.
That's quite the decision.
That's yeah.
Definitely quite the decision. I'm looking through his team right now and I'm honestly not too impressed.
Was it all Cardinals?
It's like all Cubs and Cardinals are like former Cubs and Cardinals.
Yeesh.
For the most part. Or maybe people that are related to Cubs and Cardinals players.
Okay, another pitcher.
Oh, here we go.
Brandon Paft.
Do I want to take a gamble on him?
I've got a couple guys that might be gambles. Come time for me to pick them.
Yeah, I mean, he did pretty decent last year, but I guess we're going to have to see how it goes.
Ronel Blanco, yeah, he was one guy I was looking at. Tanner Houck, fun fact, we got taught by his mom.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
They're originally from Rushville.
Yep.
That's awesome. Did not know that. Thought about picking up Mackenzie Gore, but that guy is like 10 wins.
I'm going to go with this guy. And then probably go with this guy as well.
Oh, we got beef, brother.
Eflin, you wanted him?
Dude, he was my next pick.
Oh, man. I warned you beforehand. It's just nothing but pitchers from here on out, so.
Waited too long to get him.
Yep. I'm liking how my team's looking so far, not gonna lie. I like everybody on it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot of depth, I think.
Do I want to do this?
I find myself asking those questions like every day. Do I really want to do this?
I mean, he was pretty decent, but I don't know.
Jeremy
I think I might just
Jeremy
hold off.
Pena from Dad.
Not bad.
No, not at all.
I think
So far, I'm looking at the standings. If you scroll over to the right, you can see standings. You, I am actually projected to finish number 3.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
As of now.
I'm projected to finish 8th, dude.
Oh wait, I was going off rank. I'm sorry. I'm projected to finish 7th. Holy smokes! Whoopsies.
Yeah,
We're
I'm projected to
actually
go.
we're actually all on a line. 7, 8, 9. Holy
That
crap!
hurts, dude. Oh my god. Oh, I'm in pain.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. But my thing is though is like I always lead like in the pit like when it comes to like the pitching categories and stuff. I am like always in the lead for those because I draft like nothing but pitchers at the end. I'm actually not in the lead for saves though right now. You're in the lead for saves, Caleb.
Really?
Supposedly. Yep, with 110.
How?
Taking
I'm
a
at
gamble.
80. I'm at 82.3. Oh, Nolan Arenado. He was actually a guy I was eyeing too. If I didn't get a third baseman early, but I did.
I can use him in utility or
Okay. Jesus. This is gonna be a bold one. Oh, it's
And
actually
Nick
gonna be that
Lodolo
bold.
has been drafted.
No, I'd rather set myself on fire.
it's gonna be a cold day in hell if Caleb ever picks that man.
Pretty much.
Myself on fire. Goodness, man, this poor kid Nick Lodolo. He's just trying to pitch in the majors, make a name for himself, and we're talking about setting ourselves on fire if we were to draft him. Um, oh man, I definitely don't want you. Wait. Oh yikes! We are definitely down to some below pitchers. And I'm gonna take Mackenzie Gore. Yikes.
Oh.
Well, I got 4 closers. I'll take that.
How did he just now join the draft? He's been here the whole time.
What?
It says that Matt just joined the draft. It's like
Well,
he's
it
been
said he
here.
left for a second, and then it said he came back.
I refreshed my page. I actually tried to look at a specific category, and I couldn't get back to where I wanted.
I gotcha.
Do I dare take a gamble on this guy?
Ooh, Grayson.
Oh man, that's a. Speaking of like guys, you like don't usually remember seeing at the end of the bottom of the draft. You got Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander. It's just crazy to me. Like it's crazy to me that like 5-6 years ago these guys were getting like drafted up at the top, and now they're like all the way at the bottom.
Oops.
Dang, Verlander down at expert rank of 1,124.
That's insane. And then Kershaw as well. I remember Kershaw usually being like one of the first pitchers off the board.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Luis Severino. Matt's favorite pitcher on the Cardinals, Eric Fetty.
I'm gonna ask you to be quiet right there, fella.
Yeah, this is the part of the draft where it kind of just gets quiet because it's just like there's a lot of people that are just like you're taking either a gamble on or they're just like they're your veterans that are pitchers or like hitters and whatnot. For those of you that are watching that have never done a fantasy baseball draft, it definitely there's a lot that goes into it. It's definitely not like fantasy football where you only have to set your lineup once a week. I personally I think this is a lot harder because you have to really pay attention. You have to know who's doing well, who's not, and a lot of people end up giving up like halfway through the year. So that's why I like this a lot better, because it's more of a challenge than fantasy football. Not to say that fantasy football is bad, but that's my hot take for fantasy sports. I think that this is a lot harder than fantasy football is. So, all right, coming down to our last draft picks, and looks like Matt already finished up. He picked Kikuchi as his last pick.
Why not take one more wheel just for the heck of it?
There went my last pick. Caleb took it.
Didn't?
Yeah.
Oh man, you sure you don't want to go out and get Fetty break?
No, I've got other guys I'm looking at.
Oh no, that 3.96 ERA that looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't. Oh man, this is just. That guy's gonna pitch for like 2 games this year.
How am I projected at 141 wins? What happened? I'm still gonna finish 7th.
You know what? I'm gonna draft him.
Who?
All right. So, looking into the standings, it says I'm gonna finish 9th.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Oh, you're going by total. Okay, maybe that explains it. I'm projected to finish at least 6.5.
Yeah, so it looks like the number 1 person projected to win is Maddox, and then number 2 is actually going to be Aaron, who's sitting right behind me. So good draft, Aaron. Aaron is projected to finish number 3. Chris is projected to finish number 4. Matt, you're projected to finish 5. And then Dalton and Caleb, you're projected to tie at 7. Clifton at 8, me at 9, and then my dad at 10. So that's actually 2 drafts in a row where my dad was projected to finish in 10th, because I actually just did a draft earlier, and he's projected to finish last. So we'll see, obviously. These are all just projections. You never know. Big injuries always happen, and we'll see what happens with the teams.
Mm-hmm.
We can kind of review everybody's team here if you want to. So we can do mine first. So let's see. All right. So first one. So we got Yainer Diaz at catcher, Vlad Guerrero at first, Ketel Marte at second, Manny Machado at third, Xavier Edwards at short, Santander, Reynolds, Robert Jr. in the outfield, Horner, and Luis Garcia at utility. And then in pitching, we got Tariq Skubal, Dylan Cease, Devin Williams, and Batista as my 2 closers. Nola, Suarez is another closer, McClanahan, Lopez, Sanchez, Eflin, Martin as my other closer, and then Gore and Bassett. So I'll let you guys talk on that team, and then I can kind of engage my stuff on yours.
I mean, it's pretty solid. I'd say pitching especially. Looks really solid, especially relieving.
I always go for the pitchers.
Every year.
Yeah.
Pitcher heavy.
Definitely.
But that's not a bad thing. I mean, you always do pretty good with pitching, so find something that's good, you stick with it.
Absolutely.
I think you found that.
Definitely. Okay, we can look into Matt's team now. So, all right. So, Matt has got Contreras, Bellinger, Semien, Devers, Abrams, Judge, Trout, Cruz, Yelich, Goldschmidt, Arenado. And then he's actually kind of following my little routine. Skeens, Crochet, Clase, Bednar, Gallen, Alcantara, Fairbanks, Gossman, Fat, Schmidt, Suarez, and Kikuchi. I don't even want to try and pronounce that name.
For a second there, I thought you were... when you stopped right after you said Gossman, I thought you were calling him fat, and I was like, what?
No. No. Gossman's not fat. Not trying to throw shade at Kevin Gossman. Overall, I think that's pretty good. I mean, you're kind of following the same strategy I did. You only have one guy on the bench, which that's really pretty solid. I think hitters-wise, you definitely have a lot of power with Judge. Judge is easily probably, I mean, pending no injury, knock on wood, that he's going to hit probably close to 40, 50 home runs like he did last year. Trout, if he can stay healthy, that's the only problem that I see there. But I mean, they're putting him at DH for a reason. They're trying to keep him as healthy as possible. Goldschmidt was a good late little pick. And then overall with pitching, Skeens is definitely a gamble this year because of the cover curse, but I definitely think he'll be okay. And then Crochet, a lot of strikeout numbers. That's good. Yeah, I like it. Caleb, anything else to add?
No, I mean I definitely like Clase and all the other pitchers. Pitching is really good. Bednar is the only one that I'm like a little bit like. I wonder how he's gonna fare. Cause I know he didn't do too well last year, did he? I thought that
He was kind of up and
Mm.
down a little bit.
Mhm.
So he had a 5.77 ERA by the end of last year, but he did have 23 saves. So ERA was definitely really bloated this year or this past year. So we'll see how he does. All right, and then we will look at Caleb's team finally. All right, so we got Salvador Perez, Christian Walker, Luis Arias, Austin Riley, Wiley Adames, Juan Soto, Ronald Acuna, Stephen Kwan, Ezekiel Tovar, Tommy Edman, Zach Wheeler, Chris Sale, Josh Hader, Rafael Iglesias, Seth Lugo, Jeff Hoffman, Carlos Estevez, Jose Barrios, Renato Blanco, Jesus Luzardo, Nathan Eovaldi, Grayson Rodriguez, Michael Walker. Did you guys copy my strat this year or something?
What are you talking about?
Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
Yeah, I think you guys copied my strat this year, drafting nothing but pitchers on the bench. Besides Matt with his one hitter. That's I like it. I like it. Overall, I definitely think that's a really good team. Definitely a big gamble on Acuna, but having Acuna and Soto in the outfield could really pay off. Austin Riley at third, he's always good. Arias, he's going to get you those batting average points every single week. Tommy Edman, he's a good all-around guy for utility. And then as far as pitching goes, Wheeler and Sale as your two leaders. I like that a lot. Hader, Iglesias in the closing role. That's good. Lugo, he'll probably put up a decent year again. I totally expect that. And then Ooh, Grayson Rodriguez too. I didn't see that. Drafted him really late.
Oh yeah, he was a late pick. Oh my god.
Yeah,
And
drafted at
215.
215. He could end up panning out really well for you. So a couple gamble picks on your team, but I think if they pay off, you could really end up doing a lot of damage this year. Yeah, I'm excited this year, fellas. I really am. We'll have to kind of if we keep going on with these podcasts, which I definitely hope we do, we will kind of keep everybody else in the loop with like the standings and stuff.
Oh, definitely. I planned on doing that, bringing it back onto the Facebook page. Looking at week 1 matchups, it's actually going to be a really good one. We'll go ahead and we'll just update everybody every week. I'm sure I can figure it out. I'll just make our own graphics like we normally do, and update everybody on how we did each week as well as the standings overall. So it'll definitely be exciting.
I got you week 1, Caleb.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
You're going down.
Matt has Maddox.
Yep. Yeah. So that'll definitely be a fun little interesting matchup. Two podcast leaders going off against each other. So we'll see who ends up winning week 1.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. This week actually runs from Tuesday to the 18th to Sunday the 6th.
Yep, yeah, because it's a very, very far week due to the Tokyo series starting on Tuesday, March 18th, which I've only got one guy that'll be participating in it, which is Horner. You have one guy as well, which is Edmund. So yep.
Not bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that we can finally end it. Good little about hour-long podcast. So.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. Those of you that decided to stick around and watch us baffle on about draft picks and everything about this year. So we appreciate it. We will be coming back hopefully again, like Caleb said, and we will see you guys next podcast.
Yeah, we'll see you then.